Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Today we're playing chess and yeah, I've decided to record in the morning today or wherever you live, right? And yeah, I just woke up, I'm kind of sleepy. What the hell is this? I kind of forgot how to play the English. I guess this is fine. Um, my opponent is playing some sort of reverse king Xidian, or maybe he's going to play double V and Kedo, so now he's taking space. How dare he? How dares he take space in my center? So let me strike back. But if takes, he cannot take back because then I were to take his bishop threatening his rook and it would be free. No, because then his knight would be traded. Wait a minute. Actually, it's an equal trade. If my opponent plays it out right, because now if I take, he can take easily. He remove his rook, and I would probably drop back. So it's a trade for. I mean, it's a bishop for a knight, which is a good trade for me. So he decides to attack me here. I don't know if I'm supposed to take. He can guard himself with pawn blocking his bishop, or he can trade bishop and block his. I mean, double his pawns and lose a central pawn. So I don't hate it. I can also trade queens. I don't see a reason why I would. Actually, I do want to trade queens because no queens, no weak diagonals. That's what I think. So that's what I'm thinking. Let's develop my bishop, attack some stuff. Here probably I should fix my pawn structure a bit. Maybe go here. Or maybe I could attack this rook if I were to get this trade. I could easily infiltrate here. And if he tries to stack up his rooks, I will do so as well. And then he basically has to trade because I'm threatening to... I'm actually not threatening shit because that knight is there. But overall, I'm kind of playing for a win here. This just blunders a pawn, as far as I'm concerned. Yeah, let's go for it. Now everything falls. Everything should fall. I'm going to push this pawn. Let's push it twice. To make some space for my king so he can go here. Later on, I'm not sure if this works because the king is here, but overall, if the king wasn't here, let's say he was over here, hiding in a weird pawn structure, and he couldn't guard this, then if you can pin this knight to this rook, none of those pieces can really thief this place. This knight cannot jump out because then you take the rook, and the rook cannot move because then you take the knight. But because the king is here, after I play this, he can jump away with his knight, and then I would have to trade and activate his king. So I obviously have to move my rook, and this doesn't seem like a bad move. I'm kind of cutting out. This knight moves, and I will go here, threatening to take this pawn. And if you push, you kind of have this backward pawn. Backwards pawn is a pawn where it's in the back, it doesn't have any friends to protect it, and you can't really push it because then I will go here. So if I were to, yeah, if I were to target this pawn, I'm threatening to take it, and you can't really push it because I will take it as well. And then push this pawn to victory. This sort of makes sense because after this exchange you get something, but I can also go even lower, attacking this pawn and this pawn, and you can't really win this pawn because then I will grab both of those. Right, and now I go down. And if I take this and you take this, then I can take this one. So overall you lose 2 pawns. So now everything, there's a lot of tension here, so I will just push my king. Just get this guy up the board. My opponent doesn't really have any moves. I mean, this is a check, but it doesn't really do anything. I might go here. But then after takes, he has this check. Then he can kind of check me around, so I don't really feel comfortable with making that move. I can also attack this knight to take this pawn later on. He'll probably go here with this check, which is not a terrible move. But maybe after I go here, his knight is kind of stuck. I mean, his knight's not stuck. You will be able to move it, but it's not a very happy knight. I guess you can go here and you're fine. I mean, you're not, because then I can trade. Now he will give me this check and I will go here. Let's go back and push this pawn to not block any pawns. Behind, I might give it this check and try to catch this pawn. And he will probably move his rook, and after this I will attack this pawn like this. So yeah, this game is over. I feel like I played pretty well. I was able to get my advantage when I could, and yeah, this was a very nice game, and this was your daily chess video. Today at a different hour, but it was, and I will see you tomorrow.